We're going to try and make a start with the presentations. If we can make sure we get Adam Roynan over here in just a moment.
He's here.
He's here. He's made it. He's made it. Lisa's going to be doing the presentation of the trophies. The first one she's got to make is to a man who'll also be doing his own presentation in just a moment. He's the Silver Ski Rockets team manager, John Sampford. And Jean, I know an absolutely terrific way for you to end your season. We're mighty proud of these boys.
Oh, without any doubt. They've worked hard all season, and they felt they deserve the success they have achieved.
And I know we're going to say it time and time again, quiet everybody please, but it's taken a magnificent 1-7 effort. Ben keeps calling them the Magnificent Seven, and they really have delivered that this year.
Without any doubt at all, you know, from beginning to end, they've applied themselves and done a fully professional job.
And I know you were part of the helm 2 years ago, but this success means just as much to you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's come in a different way, but we still won the league at the end of the day, no matter what the competition is.
Now, you've also got a very important presentation to make yourself. Do you want to explain that just before you announce the winner?
Yes, a memorial trophy for my mother and father for the most entertaining rider here at Rye this season. Every rider has put their best into it. Some of the racing has been out of this world. Even Len has sometimes stood there and shook his head and just couldn't believe what he was seeing, saying, well, you shouldn't be able to do that, you know. So we've been properly spoilt here, really. And in the end, I had to make a decision, and for once I couldn't. And in the end, I decided that really there were two winners this year, Adam Roynan and Ty Woofenden.
John Sampford trophy going away jointly, Ty Woofenden and Adam Roynan. They'll have to share a rather larger pot between them. We'll be hearing from both those riders in just a moment. Okay, straight on with the next trophy presentation. It's going to go the way of a gentleman who has been involved very much in the back room here at Rye House, but again a vital part of the setup here at Rye House, and again of helping to nurture the young riders here at Rye and also around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together for Mike the Bike Lead. Mike, come over here. You looked a little bit shocked. It looked as though you weren't expecting that one.
Well, no, I mean, I'm proud to be a part of this setup, and all I can say, there's no one that can be singled out in the Rye House team this year, because a total team effort. There's been big surprises, people have improved a lot, and the whole thing, it was in adverse effects. It was mid-season with what happened to Robbo's, and they've all pulled together, and one person that's not here tonight, Stefan Ockberg, I think played a big part as well, but the team are brilliant, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Len Silver as well, thank you very much.
And thank you to Michael Lee. And just before we move on to the next rider, and Mike hits the nail on the head there, one rider who can't be with us tonight, we tried everything to try and get him in on various flights. He couldn't make it in tonight, but he has played such a crucial part. In absentia, we'd ask for a huge round of applause, please, for Stefan Ekberg. Let's follow that on with one rider who most definitely is here tonight. It's great to see him back once again, Stuart Robson. Robbo, where can we start? Let's start with a few weeks back, that Robbo's Champions Chase. You were left high on a ceiling. Have you actually come down to touch the ground again now?
I'm getting there now. It's, you know, what can I say about that? It was, the Rye House is the only club that would ever do anything like that. So I was just so lucky to be here, and such a bad thing happened to us. So Yeah, I'm maybe by the beginning of next season I might have reached the floor.
I know you would have liked to have played a much bigger part in this year's success, but you've got to hand it to the boys that battled so hard without you.
Absolutely, the guys have been great, and as Mike said, it was a team effort, it's a team sport, and everyone has played their part in the team, and it's been absolutely brilliant, and I've really enjoyed coming down to watch the guys do what they did.
And I can't let you go without asking, how's all the physio going? How's the progress coming along?
Sorry.
Physio's coming along really well. I'm back in a couple of weeks. I've been given a few exercises to do. I do a bit of running. I'm going to get on the mountain bike next week, do a bit of cycling, get in the gym, do a bit of swimming. So yeah, doing really well at the moment.
And you're hoping maybe to do a little bit of skiing out there with the Rockets?
Absolutely, yeah, that'd be brilliant. You know, I have actually booked up to go on to go at the end of February as well. So hopefully, all being well, I'll be there.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, it is so good to see him here. Super Robbo, he really is. My mistake here, can't let you know. Robbo wants to say a few words of thanks.
I've just got to say a massive thank you to everyone involved in the club, everyone who's helped me out from a meeting, and everyone who's backed us sponsorship-wise, and you know, everything has been overwhelming really. The help and support I've had from everyone, the emails, the cards, the visits, everything. Been absolutely brilliant. So I've got to say a big thank you to everyone. I can't really name everyone individually because I've been here all night, and I'll forget half the names anyhow. So got to say a massive thanks to everyone, and look forward to seeing everyone next year.
Absolutely, and thank you once again to Super Robbo. Who is next in line here? A rider who, it has to be said, is known for always giving 110% commitment, 110% determination, a real character. I think you know his identity by now. He's the Bowen 747, Luke Bowen. Luke receiving his very shot of the Rockets and his trophy as well. And I know, Luke, the way things have ended for you, a great end to your 2007 season.
Yeah, it's been a really good
Oh, let's bring you on. We'll get it going, hang on.
Yeah, it's been a really good year for me, and obviously I had a bit of a rough patch halfway through the year, but there's obviously reasons behind that, and I overcome them, and it's been a really good end to the year, so I couldn't ask for much more.
I know one of the other standouts for you was getting so close to that Rye House track record. You're still officially the fastest ever man around it, apart from people born in Scunthorpe and Truro, and I know that means a lot to you.
Yeah, I suppose, but I'm the only team rider that was close to that. That was an individual that tied on me, so pretty good straight there. I'll have my bit of fame on that bit.
Now, for those who didn't read the programme notes tonight, an important date for you coming up in mid-November, because you've got a bit of shrapnel coming out, and that's obviously a big step going forward.
Yeah, going in on the 14th to have all the metalwork out of my leg, obviously, like the rod and all the screws and that. I'm thinking twice about it, but I think it's for the best, and I'll start next year fresh, and obviously I haven't finished the season with an injury, so I can only start next year. I can start next year in one bit and be like double strong, obviously.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Lastly, Luke, a few words of thanks to those who helped support you earlier.
Hazel and like everyone else that knows that helped me, like all my sponsors, people that have come along to meetings with me, the fans, but just absolutely everyone that knows has helped me. Thank you very much.
Well, we save all your faith, keep the faith, faith is for the family. What we got next, he's taken home one trophy, he's about to get another. It's the furnace flyer, Adam Royden. And Adam, before we talk about your year as a whole, you've got the gloves on, you feeling a bit cold here? What's going on? You're a northern boy, you should be alright with this.
I've had the flu all week, so yeah, just trying to keep warm.
Just trying to keep warm. Now, before we talk about your year as a whole, you're sharing that John Sampford trophy, and I know as one half of the most exciting rider player, that's something big for you.
Yeah, definitely. I never thought I'd probably get that. Just happens naturally, just passing people. You never think that you'd entertain in the crowd for 1 minute if you're just out there doing your job. So to get a trophy at the end of it is fantastic.
You were also walking home with that championship trophy, and really to sum up a great second half of the season, home and away.
Yeah, definitely. I've won the Conference League Championship, I've won the Conference League with Runagall, but this was definitely the best trophy ever to win, so just hopefully more of this can come in the future.
I don't know, again from you, a few words of thanks to those who helped support you.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank my dad mainly. He's drove me to every meeting this year. Without him I couldn't have done it at all, so thanks to him. Thanks to Lennon Hazel, all at Silver Ski. Just like to thank all the teammates just for just being there, and just thanks to all the fans just for supporting us.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, the finest flyer out of Runagall. Well, our next man has also already taken home a trophy tonight. It's not Ty Woofenden, we'll talk to him a little bit later on, but it's the man who won the Sainsbury Staff Association Ace of Hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you And Tommy, before we talk about your year as a whole, a word about the Ace of Hearts. I know you've won here in the Vic Harding Trophy, but this one really did mean something special to you.
Yeah, it was a good night, you know. I didn't start off too strongly, but I changed bikes for the semi-final, and it seemed to go a lot better.
It certainly did there. You talk about your year, I mean, you put a point on your average, and averages are what make prizes in this year, 7.5 point average. And I have to say, if you look at the stats, in every other team apart from Workington, this man would have finished as a heat leader. It really does say so much about the strength of his side, but it was a really, really strong year for you. I know you're delighted with the way things went.
Yeah, it was a really good year, you know. I had goals, and I achieved the goals that I wanted to do, you know. Coming here tonight and winning this was something that I didn't have planned, you know, but you know, thoroughly enjoyed it, you know.
Now your teammates with the TT, you're one half of the TT races here. You saw it on the front cover of the programme with a guy called Ty Woofenden. You guys have really thought together, you've acted together, but can you take him seriously anymore after what he did after that final race and that dinky little number?
I've never taken him seriously. I've just managed to nurse him around, you know, most of the year. And it showed tonight, you know, when I needed to turn it on, I did. You know.
There's no doubt about it, he tells it like it is. Before we let him go again, you wouldn't have achieved what you've achieved this year without the support of your backup team, and a few words of thanks.
No, I'd like to thank Keith and Tina from Elmside, Hazel, Len, everyone here, the fans. Ty's been fantastic, you know, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been a pleasure to have you as well, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Allen. We'll try again, yeah, we're going to try again here. We've certainly got some dust out of the ceiling with that one there. Next up on the agenda, we call him the Boxmeister. His name is Steve Boxall. Steve, just ahead of looking at your own season, a word about tonight. I know Tommy Allen won't want to hear it, but early on it looked as though you really were in with a big shout of that championship. You started with a bang, and unfortunately it ended in the semis.
I think that's what's happened all season, really. I go out and me and Adam and win our first rides together, but after that it seems to go downhill. But I think we're going to do alright for next year.
And your year as a whole, I guess technically with bike problems, your average down just a little bit here, but it's still been a steady year, and obviously you can to really push that on next year.
Yeah, I know I've dropped the average a bit, but I've enjoyed this season, and it's only put more experience on me for next season, so hopefully I've got more.
And regardless of averages, your second league title in 3 years.
It's unbelievable. I mean, to have it twice,
again, once again, a few words of thanks.
I'd like to thank everyone who's helped me out this year, all my sponsors, the family, the fans, the support from Silver Ski and everyone else. And I'd like to, and Houston Nigel's fan and Ian and I'd like to, once everyone's had the rest of their presentation, I'd like to do my own presentation.
Alright, we'll invite him back again. That's Steve Boxall. Next up, we had one half of the TT races, the other one is next. The man in that dinky little number, Ty Woofenden. And Ty, I know first off, the question on certainly all the ladies' lips is where'd you get that little number?
Oh, I don't even know what number everyone's on about. Tesco, I said Tesco, that'll do.
I know the word on the street was you wanted to test it out last week, but Stefan Egberg beat you to it and you had to wait another 7 days.
Yeah, no, it's fun, yeah. They race out a lot more of that.
£1.
Fun, really.
And you look back on your year, you really have achieved it all. I mean, Conference League Riders Championship, the Under-18 title, League Championships in both divisions. Even you, I guess, couldn't have expected you could have gone that well.
Well, very pleased to say the least. No, seriously, yeah, it's been a great year for me. If anyone watched this live meeting, that's what John did, just made a fool out of himself. Yeah, just thought I'd take the piss of it. I've had a great year, winning all the individuals, a few in Sweden and that, so yeah, it's been great. I'd especially like to thank the fans, who've all been great this year. I'd like to thank Tommy, he's been great, like been half every year. Thanks to all my sponsors, everyone knows who's helped me out. Special thanks to the mum and dad. Happy birthday, Charlotte. And we can do it again next year.
The list goes on, and so do the achievements this year for Ty Woofenden. One man we haven't spoken to yet, he's champing at the bit to get on the mic, is the man who so proudly lifted the championship trophy for the Rockets last week. He is, of course, the captain of the ship, Mr. Big Stuff Christening. And Chris, just ahead of recapping on the season, I know today's been a great day for you. You proved yourself on 4 wheels and you came so close on 2 as well.
Well, I couldn't take home both trophies, could I? No, we've had a really, really good day to be fair. It was good meeting, some really good racing, some hard racing, and well done to Tommy on taking the win.
Okay, let's talk about last week. We said it meant so much to you. You've been in a championship team before, but to win it as captain, I know, meant absolutely everything.
Yeah, it meant a hell of a lot, you know. We've worked so hard for it this year. Probably it didn't come quite so easy as it did in 2005, and there was a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation, and at times we delivered and at times we didn't, but at the end of the day we got the trophy, and you know, I'm just glad to be part of the setup, and we've got 7 riders that go out there giving 110% for the team every time, and you know, I know people keep saying we need an out-and-out number 1, but you know, these teams that have got that thing, have got the trophy at the end of the year out there, and we have, and we're the Rockets, and we're going to get there again next year.
That's for sure. Chris, I know again, everything you've achieved, everything the boys achieved, you need a support team there, and you've got a lot of thanks to give.
Yeah, I've got a hell of a lot of thanks to everyone really, and mainly start with my sponsors. Got to say a big thank you to Tina and Keith. They do a hell of a lot for a lot of riders here, juniors and in the senior team. I've got to thank them. And if Tina's about, I don't know where she is, but I've got some flowers for Tina if she's here. And yeah, like I say, without them, obviously you can see the boys are doing their colours and they do a lot for us. So without them, I probably wouldn't even be at Rouse today. So it's been brilliant.
And just before we let you go, hopefully we can get Tina in here. Oh, more thank yous, go on.
No, I've got to say a big thank you to, I can't name everyone, but just all the management and all the people that work here behind the scenes, track staff, St John's, all the people out there doing the jobs, working day in, day out, and thank you to them for putting on such a great setup and making this such a fantastic club to ride for.
Just a word of thanks there from Chris. Is she coming?
And I need to thank all my other sponsors. I don't want to name them all individually, because like Robbo said, I'll end up forgetting some as well, but they know who they are, and they're in the programme, and thank you to them. And Tina, these are for you, and for all that you've done for Rouse and for us boys.
And Chris, we will let you go in just a second. One final thing we must hear from you. you may not realise that he's just 25 years of age, but next year he's due a testimonial meeting, and I know, Chris, fingers crossed we're going to see you celebrated here at Rye House.
Yeah, I'd love to have my testimonial here. Really taken to this club. It's like a family to me, and to have my testimonial here would mean the world to me. So hopefully Len can get me a contract sorted, and I can come back here and do my testimonial and hopefully win some more silverware. And also, before we go, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Hazel and Len, and we've got a small gift from the team for Hazel and Len for all they've done over the season and ever since Rye House came back.
All right, a lovely gesture there from Chris on behalf of the team to Len and Hazel. All right, and once again, a huge round of applause, please, for the Rockets captain, Chris Nee. What? More to come?
Sorry, I've got a brain like a sieve. I just need to say thank you to my family and to Lauren and my beautiful baby Charlie. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, we've got two vehicles that need moving here. The handwriting is worse than mine, so I may get these reg numbers wrong here, but I'll try and be as close as I can. We know there's a Ford that needs moving, and it looks as though it's either AF or AG00, LUO, something of that nature, 4UO. It really is a hard one to read here. It's a Ford, it looks like AFO 4UO or something along those lines, and a Citroen as well. The same doctor, yeah. Any idea, John, what this says? KK something 5 TYY, something along those lines. Hopefully you can identify it from that. It is hard going with this. Yeah, I won't work with your glasses, Hazel. Mr. Radio. Okay, we've got a couple more presentations to make here. The first one is to the rider awarded the Mr. Raider trophy as the Elmside Raiders Rider of the Year for 2007. A closely fought contest in terms of the ballot, but we can tell you that the winner of the award, as indeed he was the winner of the award last year, is Robert Meir. Yes, and Len is pointing out nobody's ever won that trophy 2 years running, and obviously over the moon with that.
Yeah, it's been a great season, a bit better than last year, so it's been good.
You had a really good run with the Raiders, 9.5-point average, and of course unbeaten here in conference matches since back on August the 5th, a terrific little run.
Yes, it's not that everyone else has been, I've been on top of the game sort of thing, but I think I'm ready for the Premier now, so I just hang around in conference, ain't helping.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a second, but just a word on the conference. You took home 3rd place in the Conference League Riders' Championship and also came close to a rostering spot in the Under-18 event as well, and I know those were two big deals for you.
Yes, it was make or break weekend really, so, but in the conference I can't really beat Tyrone. But no, it was good.
And it's Premier League or bust next year. Obviously a lot of finance involved there, so any sponsorship involved, you'll be more than welcoming it.
Yeah, there's only been a couple of people really helping this year, especially big thanks to MS Travel. They're from Welling Green, so yeah, they've been the main part this year. Obviously mum and dad, brother and brother-in-law, and there's especially a lot of big thanks to Tony Kingsbury. He's been helping me out in the pits, and that is since he's been with me, it's set up and everything's been really good.
Well, Robert says it's Premier League or bust next year. We want to see him ride Premier League, don't we? Yeah! So just give him the money and he'll be